Hey everyone, so today I'm actually going to give you a great stock choice that I just seen, and I was like, hey, I need to tell people about this. I like talking about stocks, but today I'm going to be talking about Honeywell, and Honeywell is kind of interesting. We knew that they were into different future technologies like aerospace stuff and things like that, and then there's people like my parents who said, what? Honeywell? They're still around? So it's actually quite interesting. So Honeywell is actually starting to invest into quantum computers and quantum solutions when it comes to software, which is quite interesting. I personally have a huge belief in quantum computing because I think that's going to be the future. I think that's going to be the major input when it comes to artificial intelligence and artificial general intelligence. Even though this technology has nothing to do with dividends, this stock does pay a dividend. So let's get down, let's check it out. So as we can see in this headline, Honeywell Quantum Solutions and Cambridge Quantum Computing will combine to form the world's largest and most advanced quantum business. Upon completion of the combination, Honeywell will own a majority stake of the new company, which will shape the future of what is projected to become a $1 trillion quantum computing industry. The new business will offer the world's highest performing quantum computer and comprehensive quantum software, including the first and most advanced quantum operating system. And then the software business will remain hardware agnostic and continue to be fully compatible with all global quantum hardware providers, maximizing customer benefit. So what does this tell us? Well, this tells us that Honeywell might be the future Microsoft. So there's this huge computer boom. IBM is making a quantum computer. Google is making a quantum computer. I haven't heard of Apple or Microsoft doing this yet, and I haven't heard of either one of those companies looking into the future and actually saying, hey, like quantum computers are probably 15 to 20 years out. We should probably start thinking about it. But I haven't been hearing that. And with Honeywell now getting into this sector is telling me, hey, they are looking into the future. This is not going to be like a Sears moment where they are stuck behind. Microsoft, Apple may turn into a Sears, which gets stuck behind because they're not looking into the future, even though they have a lot of research and development going into tech and into processors and things like that, into servers. I haven't heard of them really talking about the quantum yet. So this is quite interesting to me. So they are up pre-market today, and they are up as of right now on the stock market during the actual market time. It is currently at 12:30, me recording this video at the day of them releasing this information, and their forward dividend is 1.6%, which is not massive. However, it is great to get a dividend when you are potentially investing into the future. They do have a 34.9 PE ratio, which to me is a bit high. I like to invest in companies that are below 20 when I'm doing it for a dividend purpose. However, if you're looking at a potential future market mover, this technically, if you're thinking about this turning into almost like a Tesla type stock where you're looking at future technologies, this is technically cheap. But I'm not saying that it should trade at a 300 or 400 multiple. I think 35 is good for where it's looking at for the future and as well as what it's currently doing today. And it does trade at 2.7 million shares a day on average. However, in the pre-market of me recording this screenshot, it is at 2 million shares, so that's actually quite a jump for a single day. Now, if we look at the max chart, we're seeing that it really didn't do a heck of a lot during these years between the year 2000 and 2012 and 2013. It really didn't do all that much. However, recently it's had a massive continuous growth over this time. Of course, we had the 2009 crisis, or the 2020 COVID crisis and 2008-9 crisis, but it's really grown since then. And recently, it does seem like it's hit a double bottom. So it would be interesting to see how much it jumps off of this news, considering that it looks like it's had that double bottom. And we can see here that it does increase its dividend. If we look at February 2018 to February 2019, it's raised its dividend by 11 cents. And then if we go from February 2019 to 20, it's raised it by 8 cents. And then, of course, COVID hit. There's different regulations on dividends. Can they raise it? Should they raise it? And from February to February, it's gone up 3 cents. And then when it comes to their quarterly earnings, they have beat earnings 4 quarters in a row. However, recently we can see that their revenue and earnings have gone down. Now this is a company that I have not looked into really ever, but it is kind of concerning how revenue and earnings are down, yet dividends are up. However, at the same time, are they starting to put more money into research and development? If they are, that could be the reason why. We will have to really dive into that deeper, possibly in a future video. Of course, comment below if you want to have a future video on Honeywell and a little bit of a deeper dive. So that's why Honeywell is up today. It's actually a very interesting company. They really do invest a lot when it comes into aerospace and defense type of technologies, power sources, and things like that. So for them to get into quantum computers is not a massive change out of what they are used to doing. But at the same time, let's really read really quickly their description. So right here, Honeywell International operates as a diverse technology and manufacturing company worldwide. Its aerospace segments offer auxiliary power units, propulsion engines, integrated avionics, environmental control, electronic power systems, engine controls, flight safety, communications, navigation, hardware, data and software applications, and much more. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.